Welcome back to News Geelong, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter at NewsGeelong31. Now we speak to Geelong captain Joel Selwood, who began pre-season training on Tuesday at Sims Stadium.
Good to get back into it, Joel?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been our longest break for a long time, so the boys have been pretty excited about what we're looking forward to do this year, and yeah, it's just good to get back. Obviously, we've got 3 new guys that have come in, and Shane as a coach, so the boys have been waiting for a while.
Is that a bit of an upside? You'd never want to go to the finals early, but this extra training, will that help in the long term?
Oh, you never know. I mean, we haven't done it for a long period of time, so it probably where our group's at the moment, we've got a lot of young guys that we do need to get a lot of training into, so that's the side that we probably see as an advantage.
You mentioned the 3 new guys. What's that do for the older fellas that have been around a while? You're fresher, does it reignite the group in any way?
Oh, it does. I mean, the guys that we brought in are guys that want to be here, and we obviously wanted them to be here, but they just wanted to make sure that they got to Geelong, and that's real rewarding for where this club's come from. Obviously got a great culture where guys are starting to want to come to a footy club.
It's probably the first time in your time here that you've brought guys in from other clubs. That's just a sign of the times of the way clubs are putting their list together. Maybe
where the footy's going these days, yeah, absolutely. We haven't done it in my time here. I think Otto was probably the last person that we've brought in. We've had a couple little trades along the way, Marcus Drum, but for a long time we've sort of grown our own and built them up to be the players that they are.
And you pretty much get a couple more recruits in Varco and Menzel back in the mix as well next year? Yeah,
we get Vardy and Josh Cowan on top of that. All those guys are very promising. They're all really talented kids, and we hope to get a lot out of them, but they've also got to do the work, and they're doing that at the moment, and they've shown that they're professionals in what they're doing, so we've got high hopes for them.
Will that mean more pressure on everyone to get a spot in the team, do you think?
I think so, and that's a great thing. I mean, when you've got pressure on the playing list, it obviously means you're in a pretty good spot.
Have you had a word in Cookie's ear?
I spoke to Brian before he went away, and at that stage we were reviewing what we did throughout the year and obviously what we're going to do going forward. So I haven't spoken to him since he's got back. He's just returned the last couple of days. But yeah, obviously Brian is, if not our best recruit, our second best recruit was Stephen Wells, and he's contracted at the club, and that's the way that we hope it stays.
So do you think about the prospect of him leaving, or you just leave that if whatever happens, happens sort of thing?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a hypothetical, and as you probably know, a lot of footballers don't answer, and I'm going to be one of those footballers.
Does he at least know that he's got the players' support? Surely he'd understand his worth to the club and how much the players want him to stay around.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, we thank him for all he's done, and we hope that he continues that on. As I said, he's contracted, and we really look forward to him being part of what we're going to be a part of this year.
We didn't see Jimmy Bartell out there. Where's he at the minute?
Yeah, so Jimmy had a small fracture in his foot towards the end of last year, so obviously hasn't done a lot over the break. He was in a boot for a number of weeks. He'll be back. We hope to get him back, I'm not sure, but before Christmas I'm sure you'll see him out there.
And there doesn't seem to be a lot of other fitness worries, which must be a positive at this time of year.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, Varco's up and running behind closed doors, and also Menzel's up and running. He's not out with us at the moment, but before Christmas we hope to get him back. So the injury room, it's pretty free at the moment, which is a good thing.
A few laughs there at the end. That was punishment for one of the teams losing, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it was. I mean, this time of year you've sort of got to make it fun, and being the first day back with some new guys coming in, just giving them the feel of what the group's like.
James Kelly also, had an operation at the end of the year.
Yep, James had his hips done at the end of the year. We hope to get him back before Christmas also.
Thanks, Joel. And in further good news for the Cats, Brian Cook will stay on as Chief Executive Officer for the Geelong Cats after knocking back offers from North Melbourne. And don't forget, Run Geelong will close the streets of Geelong and the Esplanade region on Sunday morning. The 12-kilometre run to kick off at 7:40 a.m. and the 6-kilometre run to kick off at 8:45 a.m. Now it's over to you, Rollo, with the latest in bowls.
Thank you, Mitch. We look at the unbiased world of Geelong bowls being played around the city at the present time. And after 6 rounds in Division 1 of pennant bowls, last round we saw Drysdale have a 4-shot win over Geelong RSL in a do-or-die effort. Queenscliff Blue continuing their winning run with a 36-shot win over Geelong West. Belmont, in a very close encounter, as you can see on the screen, defeated Highton by 4 shots. Queenscliff Gold picked up 14 points and a 24-shot banter to their ladder chances, while Torquay took out the points over Leopold. leaving the ladder in the Queenscliff in the Division 1 pennant bowls. As you can see, Queenscliff Blue out on top, 82 points and 23 shots, followed by Queenscliff Gold, Belmont and Torquay making up the top 4. Followed very closely by Highton, Port Arlington, Geelong RSL, Drysdale, and down the bottom, Leopold and Geelong West. And Leopold and Geelong West are going to be playing each other in round 7, 1 p.m. start tomorrow, in a battle for the wooden spoon. Out at Leopold, I fancy the Leopold Lions to take the points. Belmont should be too strong for Queenscliff Gold at the home courts at Belmont. They love their rinks up there and should bowl very well on them. Geelong RSL, make or break for them against Torquay down at the Geelong RSL Synthetic, and I expect the RSL boys to rally. Port Arlington take on Drysdale, the pressure right on Drysdale to keep alive their final 4 chances, but I think the home rinks of Port Arlington, they love them down there, Port. Drysdale may find them a bit hard to push the ball through on normally very heavy rinks down at Port Arlington. While in the final game, Queenscliff Blue should feel too strong for heighten and maintain leadership of the Division 1 Geelong Pennant Bowls. Looking ahead at weather. Tomorrow for Saturday, Geelong and the Surf Coast, partly cloudy with isolated showers clearing by the late afternoon and a top of 19 degrees. Sunday, starting off another week closer to Christmas, we'll see partly cloudy conditions with isolated showers and also a top of 19. Monday, starting another working week, partly cloudy with a top of 23. Tuesday will be a very sunny day with a top of 29. So watch out for the very high UV alert that will be on Tuesday. Wednesday, partly cloudy with scattered showers, a top of 29, bit on the sultry side. And Thursday, mostly cloudy with a chance of some rain and a top of 20. Today, Friday in Geelong and around the Surf Coast, we had a partly cloudy day with some isolated showers and a top of 20 degrees. That's the weather for Geelong and the Surf Coast over the coming week. Thank you for being with us on News Geelong. Thank you for being with us down here at the Geelong Lawn Tennis Club and the wonderful facilities we have. To Murray Squires, one of our regular viewers down there on his farm just on the outskirts of Geelong. Hope you finished crutching the sheep, Murray, but to you, remember, take your time and smell the flowers. From all the team down at the Geelong Lawn Tennis Club, have a pleasant evening, a safe weekend and a very good night.